In our knitting technology, the characteristics, today we are discussing the topic of characteristics of single jersey structures. Characteristics of single jersey structures. It is a very widely used structures. It is the simplest and the most widely used weft knit fabrics is jersey or plain knit fabric. Means it is a simplestly widely used. It is a widely single jersey and double jersey weft knitting fabrics are in a plain knit fabrics. It consists of a face loop stitches only. The technical face and back sides of jersey of plain knit fabrics are shown in the figure. This is the single jersey. On the single jersey, first we have to see the face and back. Totally face legs are showing in front of us from downwards to upwards, and the second one is reverse side in the face of the back side only. Characteristics and features and properties. The loop having V-shaped loop appearance on technical face side and shows similar circular loops on the technical back side. Because of the side limbs of the loop can face it feel smoother on face side than a back side. It shows that reversible from the feel and appearance point of view. The interlocking semicirculars at the technical back can be used to produce intersecting effects if alternate courses are knitted in different colored yarns. Knitted loops in plain knit fabrics tends to distort easily under tension, which helps to give a form fitting and comfort due to property of elastic recovery. It has potential recovery of about 40% in width after stretching. Its width shortens if the length is extended by the tensions, while the length shortens if the width is stretched. Normally, width way extensibility is approximately twice the length way extensibility. The structure can be unrolled from the coarse knitted last by pulling the needle loops through from technical back or from coarse knitted first by the pulling and sinker loops through from technical face sides. First of all, characteristics means it has a very V-shaped loop appearance in the semicircular face because the side lines of the loops can face sides and other this back side, and it is the reversible appearance, and it is the interlocks of the semicircular technical backs and produces alternate of different colored yarns, and it is a under tension dissolves easily for elastic recovery, and it is a potential recovery of 40% its width after stretching. Its width shortens if the length is extended. The structures can be unrolled from the coarse knitted last by pulling the needle loops through which the technical face sides. As explained earlier, it is unrelaxed plain knit fabric is kept flat on the surface. It curls upwards at the top and bottom of the backwards at the sides. Its production rate is very high because of stitch simplicity, and its cost is low because of machine simplicity and rate of production is high. The stitch length can be varied with the cam setting, giving more courses per unit length and short stitch length and vice versa. As explained earlier, means unrelaxed knit fabric very keep flat surface and it curls upwards at the top and before. Why? Because the interlock and pulse structures are very difficult to use in unrelaxed knit structures, and its production is very high. The simplicity stitches are very cost is very high and low flexibility reasons. The stitch can be varied from cam settings and giving more courses unit length for stitching of one vice versa. The properties such as rigid air permeability weight per unit area bursting strength changes with the stitch length. The properties such as rigid air permeability weight per unit area bursting strength changes with the stitch length. The fabric may appear thick and flimsy if the stitch length is reduced or increased. The fabric may be a thicker appearance and filming of the stitch length is reduced. The knitting of single cylinder machine with a single latch needles. The properties of air permeability, unit area, bursting strength changes in stitch density. Why? Because the fabric may be thickest or loosey and length of the reduces or increases. By the cylinder cell machines with a single set of latch needles, the production rate is very low because of stitch simplicity and cost is very high. Because of the machine simplicity, rate of production is very low. In the production is rate of very high because of stitch simplicity and its cost is low. Because of the machine simplicity and rate of production is high, the stitch length can be varied with the cam setting, giving more courses per unit length. With short stitch length and vice versa, the fabric may appear thick and filmy if the stitch length is reduced or increased. It is lengthened, it is knitted on a single cylinder machine with a single set of latch needles will be disappears in the manner of the uh, single stitch of the yarns. Okay, this is about the characteristics and properties of the knit stitches.